And that big news out today that the Biden administration tapping into the strategic oil reserve to relieve some pain at the pumps. The question is, when will we see the impact and how long it will last? Joining us live is the head of petroleum analysis at Gas Buddy, Patrick DeHaan. So, Patrick, I think that the first thing everyone wants to know, when will we see a dip in those prices?
Well, really, this move had been expected for the last several weeks, and that's the good news, is that we're already starting to see prices go down as a result of this. Now, that should accelerate through the Thanksgiving weekend. I will say that don't expect a whole lot of decrease between now and Thanksgiving. Stations know millions of Americans are going to be hitting the road, so they may be a little bit reluctant to pass along the full decrease until perhaps the weekend into next week. But this should open up the door for some minor decreases over the next 1 to 2 weeks. But beyond that, keep in mind that OPEC has issued a stark warning that it could slow down production increases in response to the U.S. increasing oil via the SPR release.
So then the question is, how long will it last? If we do see that dip, will it be something that is just temporary, or should we expect this for longer term?
I would categorize it as temporary for now. There's just too many factors moving right now to think that this is long term. In fact, after seeing this announcement myself, as somebody who has a car to fill up as well, I was a bit underwhelmed. After lofty expectations, perhaps, that this was going to solve the problem, this is merely a Band-Aid on a larger problem. And I don't really think this is going to bring as much relief as many Americans were hoping for.
And, this leads to the question then, why? Why is there such a gap between supply and demand here?
Well, a lot of this was born out of the pandemic. That is, millions of Americans stopped driving early in the pandemic. Oil companies had no choice as a result but to shut down production to better match that plunge in demand. And now that the economy is fully reopened in the last 9 months, there's been a pent-up amount of demand from Americans eager to get out and about. And oil companies just can't increase production as quickly. And OPEC as well, keep in mind, controlling a third of the world's oil production, has been dragging its feet behind as well, raising output very slowly.
Patrick DeHaan from Gas Buddy, thanks so much for your expert analysis. Just another consequence of the pandemic.